Yes, hello again. I think it is necessary to say that, and I try to say it very slowly, so that anybody who can hear that get it in. You see, there's light and there's darkness. That's something for sure. We know that. We can say that on the one side is light, and the other side is darkness, and the other side is darkness. And we are somewhere in between. And now it's a question if we come into the light or in the darkness. And we come into the light or in the darkness by that what we think, by that what we say, and by that what we're doing. And now it's difficult to make the own decisions because we can't know what comes from that. We all too often, much too often, make this experience that we do something which is actually was on the good thought. It was the idea was very good, but that what comes from that was pure spite or darkness, or it was quarrels and fights and something like that. We thought it different, maybe, but the result was different. Now, we know also that we have a Holy Spirit. We know that. Our biggest idea was to be perfect. And, well, when we are in the perfectness, when we are in the light, when everything is beautiful, then we can experience our light and we can experience our perfectness, because when everybody is perfect and everything is light and everything is beautiful, then we can't see where we are and who we are. We know we are light, we are always light, everything is fine. That's the so-called heaven. Well, to experience that we are light, we need sometimes the darkness. We need it. We need the experience that everything what we say and what we do bring us from the darkness into our light again. That's the game of life. That's what we're all keen to experience. We need some efforts. We need tasks. We need sometimes problems to solve it out, and we want to make this experience that we can solve any problem with our light, with our spirit, with our being. To be or not to be, that's the question. As I started 20 years ago with that, I hesitated like Hamlet. I didn't know what I can do. I didn't know how I can be. I simply was confused. And like Hamlet, I always hesitate because I wasn't sure of anything, and especially I wasn't sure about myself. Until 20 years later, the mirror cracked from side to side. Suddenly I realized it. When everything what I am is light, then my light guide my life and guide me through the life. And all what I have to do is to fulfill it. We say all the time we have to trust. How can you trust when you don't know what it is? And how you can trust your Holy Spirit when you don't know your Holy Spirit? When you don't know any of it. And so, of course, what you need is a consciousness from yourself. And you come from the light. Definitely, we all come from the light. There's no exception. But some of us go very deep into the darkness. And so deep into the darkness that they sooner or later forget about themselves. And when you see the problems here on earth, you know quite well, you understand, this kind of people who causes all the problems, we say, just forget how they are. That's all. Now, maybe it is a better idea not to try all the time to tell people surround me or surround yourself, in your life, to tell them how they can make it better. They can't make it better because they don't know anything from themselves. And maybe they're really wrong. How you shall know it? It is their life, not yours. So I can't tell you that everything what you do is right and everything what I do is everything what you do is wrong and everything what I do is right, since we don't know us. And I really have no intention to tell everybody that what they're doing is wrong. But I can promise you that when somebody knows, when people know that they are light, that they come from light and everything, they are guided by the light, that their guidance is light, their light are their light, and their light are their salvation. And so you can also say, my light is my light. My light is my salvation, because there is no problem what I can't easily solve out. So you can. You can realize, and it's a good advice, that all your light in your own life comes from your very high light above you. It is yours. It's your Holy Spirit. Everyone here on earth have his own Holy Spirit. Everyone. A Holy Spirit for each of us. Each one has his own. Of course, they are quite very similar, the higher selves from everybody. Yes, that's true. But since we're here on earth, we make the experience to be separated from all of us. We want to make this experience. We want to do. We want to try to solve out our own problems without help from the other guys. Not from the other guys, no, but from your from your holy self, from your higher spirit, yes. This help you need. And your higher spirit, your Holy Spirit, so to say, is you. You only have separated you from your own holy self, or from your own higher consciousness, or how you want to call it, because you want to overcome the struggles, to come back. Well, when you realize that your light from your life, I need an idea, I need a better mood, I need a better vibration, I need a higher consciousness, when you remember that this is already there for you because it comes from your own self, the higher self, and that practically your own light from the future make your own light here on earth brighter, then you have no reasons to doubt. You manage it. You manage your life wherever you are. You manage it because it has succeeded already before. Your perfect self, your perfect person, your perfect yourself have gone through all the problems like you do now, and it solved it out with light from his future light. So your light from the future make you here on earth, here in your presence, brighter. And that is no, this is not occultness, that is no the question of belief, and that is no question of religion, and that is not a question of science or whatever. You can put it all, and you can put it all together because it makes sense. With light, everything makes sense. You understand suddenly the science, you understand suddenly the religion, you understand suddenly the philosophy, you understand everything. Because your own light, which comes from yourself, from your higher self, Sort it out. And it's not necessary to try to convince everybody else. Not necessary. They know quite well it for themselves if they make the choice. And that's a question. Well, that's really a question. If you succeed or not depends on your determination. Do you want it? When you say with all your heart and with all your will and with all your brain and with all everything, I want to have at first a higher vibration, then this what gives me problems. Then you solve it out and you come over that. It can't be something which darkens your light. Nothing can dark your light when you know that you are light anyway. So in your light, everything melted away. Like an ice block in the sun. It's melting. Of course it is. And so, of course it does. And so, now you have an explanation why you have often so many people around you who try to bring you on the wrong track. Try to bring you into the darkness again. Of course they try. When people are in the darkness and they have no inclination whatsoever to come out of the darkness, but they have very much interest to bring other people into the darkness because they can bully them then, it is quite understandably why so less people make this kind of choice. When I'm in the darkness and I have a comfortable way in the darkness, which means that I can start to bully some people and can somehow suppress them and get money from them so that they can work for me, and I pay them poorly and let them suffer, and I only take care that I myself are sitting nice and cozy somewhere, maybe in the darkness, but somehow warm. It is maybe not so easy to make a choice to stop that all and go and come back to the light, where everybody have everything and can experience their own light. It is a bit funny with time and light and time and space. It is really interesting, and it really gives us some riddles to solve out. I mean, when my light from the future and my light here on the earth, then it's a question: where do I go when it doesn't? Then I go straight to the darkness, and this is also possible. I mean, every ways are possible to go. It's like a game. When you have the board on the table, and you can practically go to every field what shows it's possible on the board. Now, yes, but you can also go in the other way. It's possible. It's always time entanglement. It's always like if you want it or not. That is really the question. Sometimes you want something what brings you immediately in the darkness, because that what you actually want was pretty bad. But you can also say, I want to do something which is definitely a good solution for everybody. And this idea comes to you, strikes to you, to say, oh, moment, I can do that. And you can go. And you will do. Because everybody fulfill his own vibration. And when you say, I want to have a higher vibration, I want to have definitely and decidedly, I want to have a higher vibration. Whatever I'm doing, no, regardless of that what I was before, I have now a higher vibration. I want it. And there is no limit. And there's no one who can tell you, oh yeah, you want a higher vibration, but what you're doing then, oh, that was so bad, you don't deserve it. Everybody deserves a higher vibration. You can, maybe you do something that was pretty bad and give a lot of people to suffer. Maybe. But you can say, okay, that was yesterday, but now is today. And I want to have, from now on, a higher vibration, and every day more a higher vibration. Because only in a higher vibration I can think in a higher vibration, I can think with my Holy Spirit, I can think with my higher light. And then are no bad or black thoughts. And nothing direct you into the darkness. In the darkness you find problems. In the night you find the solutions. In the darkness you find war. In the light you find peace. It depends which way you go and how strong your will is to get out of the struggles and get out of the darkness. In the darkness is the confusion high because nobody can see anything and nobody know quite well what about himself and what about the other guys and whatever. And so they all ran into each other. And the confusion is high and get higher and higher. Why not make a decision and say, damn it all, I want to get in a higher vibration. I want to come into light. It's all about light. Wherever you go and whatever you do, it is all about light. Try to understand that. It will give you not only peace, it gives you it gives you some comfort in your life. There is no exhausting struggle. And it's easy to understand in which way you want to come in. There's something pulls you to this side. Accordingly to that what you make for a decision. Well, I hope you can understand what I'm saying, and I wish you a very good day. And comments are always welcome. Thank you. Bye.